What's up, all? I just wanted to share some of my psychedelic experiences that I've had. Just a few of them. I've had many, and they've helped elevate my consciousness to what it is. They've just helped me better myself. I quit drinking alcohol because of LSD. I've had some crazy, awesome experiences and have encountered God's energy when I dabbled with psychedelics back in the day. And I've also met entities when I wasn't in the right state of mind on my first time trying DMT. I did meet like what people would probably call a demon, a demonic entity. He was a jester joker, and I just felt his energy, the presence of the demonic jester. It was just so evil, but very intelligent in an evil way, if that makes sense. And I said, "Oh, Jesus Christ." He smiled at me with an evil look, and I just felt the presence. His energy was just very intelligent, very super intelligent, but also very like demonic. That's what it felt like. And then I started better in my life. I was like, oh shit, it kind of scared me, that experience did. I bettered myself, and I tried it again, and I did encounter some pretty gnarly cool stuff off of DMT. I went through like a portal, which is very hard to explain and put it into words, but some geometric patterns like that are uncomprehendable, that are not from this world, that you would not think is possible, but in this DMT world, it's possible. DMT, if you aren't familiar with it, it's a psychedelic called dimethyltryptamine. Like every living thing produces it, even grass produces DMT. But you can extract this DMT. I never could find it, and I always wanted to try it. So I extracted it from this plant called Mimosa hostilis root bark, because you can get the most DMT out of it if you extract it right. So that's how I got my DMT, and I'd love to have some more experiences. I'll probably try DMT again when I can extract some more. It's a pretty easy process. I'm not recommending it to anybody, but I'm just telling and sharing my story of my encounters of like God energy. The very first time I did a psychedelic, it was LSD, and I was drunk back in the day when I used to drink. I don't drink anymore, and I haven't for many years, but back in the day I used to be a drunk big time, an alcoholic you'd call. And I was shit-faced drunk. I got a couple of these LSD tabs from somebody, and I tried one. About 15-20 minutes go by, and I don't feel nothing. I'm like, what the hell? Did I just get a dud? You know what I mean? I got ripped off. So I tried the second little paper square. So I had 2 LSD tabs my first time, and I was shit-faced drunk. Well, here's a cool story. I started getting really sick. Like really sick, and started feeling extremely weird. Like I've never experienced this before. And I thought that I was dying. I really did at first. I thought I was dying. I got super sick, nauseous, started throwing up. And I'm telling you, this weird experience I was having was like I was in 2 places at one time. It really felt like I was dying. I did have an ego death eventually or it felt like an ego death anyway. And I puked my brains out. I got rid of all the alcohol that was in me. The LSD kicked that alcohol out of my system real quick, and I just puked it up so quick. It was wild. Very extremely wild. It was like I was puking out all my negative energies and just toxic shit that was within me. The LSD was pushing it out of me. So afterwards, I really did feel like I was dying. I curled in the bed with my dog, and I was like, shit, I did it this time. You know, I fucked up. I did too much. I'm stupid. Blah, blah, blah. I'm dying. I was just accepting my fate. I accepted it. I just let it be. You know what I mean? I laid on my bed and let it be. And it started getting, it was really dark. That was a very dark time and scary, very scary experience at first. But then it started getting better. Like I'm talking about an hour or 2 in after my bad, horrible experience. I was starting to feel multiple dimensions on LSD. I traveled through multiple dimensions. The main thing is that when I went outside and chilled with nature, it was so awesome. It was like It was awesome. I would love to have that experience again, the way it was when I was feeling it, without the negative part. But even the negative parts of it is trying to teach you a lesson. So it's all beneficial, or it was to me. But I went outside nature, and I felt oneness. Like I was connected to everything. It was super weird, super cool. But then the big thing that really happened is that I felt God's energy. It had to have been God's energy, because it was a love energy that I was feeling that was out of this world. I've never experienced it before. It was so much love that it was just unimaginable. It was such an amount of love energy. It had to have been God, and it felt like it was God's love. That's what my energy was telling me. So it was like I was connected to God's love at the same time. It was weird, while feeling like I was connected to everything at once. And it was super cool, super cool. I felt God's energy. He was throwing me love, like the love was coming through me, and I was throwing it back out, and it felt so good. Like it was amazing. At the same time, like I said, I felt oneness with everything. That's the best way I can explain it. But it was wild. It was wild. Another time on DMT, I had smoked it, and I had this little munchkin dude run up to me. He grabbed a sample of my soul and then ran off. It was kind of funny, but it was bizarre, but it felt very real. And anyway, after he took a sample of my soul, that's when I started bettering my life. Things started getting better. Maybe he took a sample of it to help me out. I don't know. But it was some kind of entity. When you're in the DMT world, you'll feel all kinds of entities, I guess, their presence. You'll feel their presence staring at you. And they know everything about you, it feels like. And you could feel their energy too. And that might be the spiritual world. You know, everything's to do with energy. Everything's to do with energy. And that's how they kind of communicate. That's how they communicate in the DMT world. You don't talk verbally like we do as humans on Earth, and how the system has taught us English. We don't speak English. We don't speak at all in the DMT world. You communicate through just thoughts alone. You know what I mean? What would you call it? Telepathic or whatever? Let me look it up. Hang on a second. Yeah, telepathy. That's how you communicate in the energy world and the DMT world, is through telepathy. It's just all to do with energy. You feel their energy, and they feel your energy, and you learn these entities, the good ones anyway. Let me say that. When you're in the DMT world, these alien entities, whatever you want to call them. They do try to help you grow. They try to throw so much information at you that it is profound. And when you come back to your body, I guess, after you have your ego death from DMT, you can't bring all that information back with you, which kind of sucks. It's like the Men in Black movie, you know, when they got the little flash, when Will Smith flashes people and they forget everything. It's kind of how it feels when you come back to your body from the DMT world. It's like the human brain cannot hold all that you experience in the energy DMT world, but your soul can. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what it felt like. But I've had so many awesome psychedelic experiences. I've learned from every one of them. There's nothing bad, my opinion, about psychedelics if you try them recreationally to help your soul grow. You know what I mean? Don't abuse them. Because people actually could probably lose their mind if they do it too much, and they go to these other worlds, and you don't want to really come back somewhat. It's wild. It is wild, but they're not addictive. They are not addictive, and they should not be illegal. The only reason why psychedelics are illegal is because the government, the Illuminati-controlled government, do not want you to elevate your consciousness and wake up to who you really are, period. That's the only reason why psychedelics are illegal, in my opinion. But they allow all this other toxic shit to be legal so people could fuck up their health. You know what I mean? In my opinion, people should be able to consume and experiment with whatever they want to their bodies. You know what I'm saying? If they want to take the V, then let them take the V. If they don't want to take the V, then don't take the V. That V shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about it, so I call it the V. It's the shot. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm sure you guys get what I'm saying. But nothing should be forced upon people. And what they're going to be doing, I think, is going to be trying to force the V on people. And that's why, I mean, as you can see here, that we got winter snow everywhere. And I highly believe it was from chemtrails, because they bombarded us with chemtrails. The very next day, it was all covered up. The sky was completely covered. You can watch one of my last videos that I posted about chemtrails. I show everything from day to the next day of what the weather was, and it's just, it makes sense that they would want very cold weather, because they want people to get sick. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to push their agenda. They want to push these new V's that's going to be coming out. They want people to fuck up their immune system, even though your immune system, your body heals itself. You know what I'm saying? It really does. It heals itself. It's good to just build your immune system, not inject all kinds of shit in you to fuck up your immune system. And a lot of people have done that, and that's why they're getting sick, and a lot of people are also dying because they took the damn shit. But you can only do so much and try to help people. They don't really want to be helped. Most sheeple bots are not even worth helping. They're not worth your time, not worth your energy. They like how they are. They're fucking soulless beings. So I avoid those stupid people, and I do not help out all the dumb fucks as much as I used to. I let them be stupid. That they're not even in control of their own minds, but they think they are. Anyway, that's all for this one. Until next video, peace and love all. Later.